Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Over.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Breaks through the contact. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Jets in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And check down complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were very good a week. In the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
2nd and 7. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To the air, Allen. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take a... The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hall again. And he'll work forward for about 4 up to the 25. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Take it at the 37. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Fournette is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Get 300! Get 300!
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back north.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now it's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 43 yards. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Coleman now. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll go jet sweep here with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Samuel is someone who you have to account for on every play because he can make catches as he did there, or he can carry the ball out of the backfield. An explosive playmaker who can do a lot of damage with the ball in his hands.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And this is something the Bills love to do down near the goal line. Just let their big quarterback use his size and just bull his way in. And that's great work by Allen on the quarterback draw to maneuver his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Running left, it's Hall. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Rodgers. Taken in left side. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
56, 56.
To throw, it's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette running out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, it's Allen. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Off 52.
Now Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
To the air, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, tight.
Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Kinlaw. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second down and goal. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Here's Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Bass is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
26.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Stop. What's that?
And now they'll throw with Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen now looks to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rodgers now to throw. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Jump out!
Rodgers going to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Hey, home.
Up the gut, Fournette. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw is Rodgers. And check down complete to Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Give to Hall running right.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here's Hall again.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll give to Hall.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Throwing is Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle, Nwangu. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Half 85, half 85. We go.
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 72 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That is caught, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, right back to Hall.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
No. Easy.
They'll try to run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Five wide.
Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for Buffalo, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.